everybody, and welcome to CJ's Drop On Life today. I don't know if you can hear in the background. I'm here in Chicago today. I've been here for a couple days now, probably about 4 days now, I think. I'm going home tomorrow, driving home. But you probably hear in the background the cicadas going off. There's a lot of them around here, a lot of them. And planes overhead going into O'Hare Airport. You might hear that throughout the video. Definitely hear the cicadas out there. Pretty heavy. But probably about every 3 minutes we get a plane flying over to O'Hare, going to land in O'Hare Airport. So I'm out here. It's been a beautiful trip since I've been out here. Weather's, mid 70s to high 70s, not past 80, just beautiful weather, no rain. It's been a great trip to visit my brother, so yeah, so it's been awesome. But coming here today, I see a lot of people putting videos up on tipping, and I've been watching a couple of them, and a lot of them I agree with. I know people out there that work in the restaurant field. That's how I met my wife. She was a waitress, so we started out with tips. She made darn good money in tips, and this was back in about 88, 89 when I met her. I got married in 90, and she still continued to be a waitress because she was just making too good of money being a waitress. But at that time, the people had to allocate their tips, so they had to keep track of how much she made and turn that into the government every year for taxes. But now, since Trump passed the no taxes on tips rule, I'm not sure exactly what that includes because I haven't read on it yet. I don't even know if it's taken effect yet, but I think it has. But for the no taxes on tips. But it's kind of funny when you go out, and I agree with some of these videos. I know these people counting their tips because they're either not getting paid enough, and the company's not paying them enough, and the company's relying on the customers to give them more money for tipping. And I can understand a lot of it, but there's some things I don't understand. Like one lady I watched, she went outside and she pumped gas, and she drove up, got out of her car, pumped gas, came inside the store, the gas station, and the screen came up for her to pay, and there was automatic pay of a 10, 15, or 20% tip. And she asked the woman behind the counter, "What's this? Why would I give a tip for me pumping gas?" And the lady said, "Well, it's for us. It's for your customer service here." She said, "Well, you haven't done anything. You just taken my money because I pumped gas. So, I'm not going to tip. I think this is ridiculous, And it has gotten that far. It has gotten to the point to where everything comes up a tip. Whether or not they do something for you or not, they're expecting a tip. And I heard at a certain restaurant chain, not going to say a name sub, but a sub shop that's pretty popular, but I won't say a name, I'll let you figure it out. If you leave a tip on your credit card, after you pay, you go to the end there after they finish your sandwich, and you get to the end, the screen pops up, "Would you like to leave a tip?" 10, 15, 20, or 25%, whatever it goes up to. And if you do leave a tip, that tip does not go to the employee behind the counter that you want to give the tip to. So if you want to give a tip to a person behind the counter at this sub shop, you have to actually hand them cash. Because if you do it on the credit card through the thing, and you leave a 10, 20, 25% tip, that goes to the company. The company's actually taking the tip. They're not even giving it to the employee. And so it's crazy like how they do this, They con you into doing it. And there's another shop that occasionally I'll go to because I do other things, I resell and stuff. And the first name of that shop is Good. And I call it Good Bad. But they're a thrift store, and you go in there, and at the end of when you purchase, they'll ask you if you want to round up. You know, like some places do. Would you like to round up your change? If it comes to $12.15, would you like to round up to $13, which is 85 cents? I used to do this until one day I got smart and I asked them. I said, okay, if I do that, can I see where the, because they're supposed to be helping out kids find jobs and learn how to fill out resumes or applications and how to do a resume and all that stuff. It's a workshop for teens to get jobs, apparently. So they will ask you this question. So one day I got smart and asked them, I said, is there a website that I can go to look and see how well this is doing? Everybody donating money to this cause. So where can I go to see how much money is accumulated over the year? And they said, well, there is no website. Well, I said, well, how do we know that what we're doing is helping? Is there someplace I can go to look and find out how much money this place is getting? Well, there is none. There's no way of knowing. I said, well, I guess you're not getting my change then. Pretty much, because they can't show me the progress on what this is going to, and sometimes I don't really trust Good Bad, thrift store. So, because I think they do some shady stuff sometimes. I'm not, there's more to it than that, but, so I quit giving them money at the end, because if you can't show me where the money is going at, why would I donate money to your cause if you have no up and running website of where the money goes? Give me a break. I wasn't born yesterday. I'm not going to be conned into that kind of stuff. So the tipping thing has gone too far. I agree with waitresses getting money if they do a good job. I mean, that's totally up to the customer experience and how good a customer experience you give them. Sometimes car washes, there's different things, a shuttle driver that drives you in the airport and stuff, getting tips. But there are places that are requesting tips that make absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. And it's gone out of control. It's gone out of control. I mean, even before you pay, they're asking you if you want to leave a tip. For what? If you haven't done anything for me, why would I leave you a tip? It's like walking up to a stranger. It's like panhandling. It's panhandling inside your establishment. And while I agree certain professions need tips to live, I agree also that you need to give me some kind of service in order for me to leave you a tip. So that's my take on the tipping scenario, because it has gotten way out of hand and people do expect it now for everything. I don't know. I just don't do it. If I don't think they deserve a tip, I don't give them a tip. And sometimes I won't even go back to that establishment if they do it. I'll just stay away from it and find someplace else to go. So they're really kind of shooting themselves in the foot, these establishments, by bringing this out to people that, can you tip me? I mean, it turns people off, It turns me off. It turns me off not to want to go back in their establishment again. And I'll find someplace else to go. So tell me your take on it. Tell me if you think the tipping has gotten out of control, and what have you done about it? Do you refuse to pay the tips and just say no, or do you just out of the kindness of your heart say, okay, well, I know these people ain't making enough money, so I'll just give them a tip, which that's a lot of the cases. So drop me some comments below. I appreciate talking to you. I'm driving back tomorrow, so this video will be up on Tuesday. If it's Tuesday today, you'll probably be seeing it. So I wish you all a happy day and a happy night, and enjoy the beautiful weather outside. And like I always say, if you're standing next to someone online or talk to somebody, and get to know them and be friendly, and don't judge people, please. We all have our problems. All right. Out for now. Thank you for watching. CJ's Drop on Life and Peace. See you later. Bye-bye.